Oh, look who stuck around. The man in the middle. It is shoulder tap, but the man in the middle is here, Mick. Mick, we had to do it in the green room. We're like, we got to adjust on the fly. Mick, we got to give some shout outs, but we got to give a shout out to our main man, Mick.
Oh yeah. I arm wrestled him to keep him on air right now, so we can give him a shout out. He first trade in the live account on a Friday afternoon, $300. 3 Hondi is as JD made sure I would say 3 Hondi. How's it feel, JD?
Yeah, JD.
I love taking risk. I love taking risk on a Friday afternoon. It's nothing feels better. It was just a simple trade, fail top trade. You put in an offer a couple ticks when the markets are slow like this, low volatility. Put in an offer a couple ticks above the high. Super tight risk. I talked out the trade as it was happening. I took $150 worth of risk. Came within a few ticks of stopping me out. Rotated right back. Nice 2-to-1 risk reward shot. And that was it. First trade in the live account. I've been waiting for a couple weeks to take a shot in the live account. So there it is.
Not a bad day to sell a market that's been, heavy for the last 2 weeks, not really taking a shot. But yeah, like you said, it's been a little bit slow today. So, with all the heavy weight we've had on it, even though despite being up today, selling around the highs, pick up a couple Cicero clams. Am I even using that in context? I don't even know. I know Cicero. There's a really great spot there, Freddy's, that I like to go to. I don't have my car here at the office, JD. Otherwise, I'd say, you're buying lunch at Freddy's in Cicero. But I might have to settle for having you bring me over to Berghoff for a corned beef sandwich and a root beer and a frosty mug.
Ooh, that sounds pretty delightful. Nice day for a root beer for sure.
Oh, a couple pops after the close for sure. Well, JD, good job. They want to know how much is $300, JD.
$300 is $300. As
Thank
they
you,
say in
JD.
Cicero.
Thank
All right,
you,
boys.
JD. All right, thanks, man.
Enjoy
Good
the
job,
show
dude.
today.
First trade. Hell yes, JD. Yep. See you later. Very good.
Yeah,
JD.
JD floating like a butterfly, stinging like a queen bee.
Queen bee. All right, let's get into this shoulder. Let's get into this shoulder tap, Mick. I was looking at my live funded trader board. I'm seeing some green from like the 10 or so names that we got out here. But you said you might be seeing a different picture. What are you seeing on your end?
We've got some green. There's definitely, we got a lot of XFAs. So we got a lot of people that are up money today. A lot of people that are in the red. Live accounts predominantly, though, I would say, it's a down day today. And it's, kind of the finishing the week. We were okay on Monday and Tuesday, but not a great week for the live accounts. Although we have had some people, stand out that are trading well. Joanne, who I featured twice recently, she's up another 12 grand today. Her strategy is certainly working in this market environment. Someone I haven't talked about in a while, I know he's been on with you guys though, Rips, having about an $11,000 week this week. So really happy for him. Just great work this week, all in all. Obviously, JD, we already gave him the shout out. Brian P. up 4,200 in his live account. I know everybody's familiar with his name. And then Chung, one of our traders who's been live for a while now, putting up some big days. I might want to get into his trade report with you, Andre, here in a little bit, but I don't have a trading card for him. He's not having a good week. Down 22,000 this week, which has given back a little bit more than half of that $41,000 day that he had recently that we were talking about. He's also been featured. And then some other big names that are not doing too well today. We've got Pin down 5,000 in his live account. And we've got Raphael, who I think is Raphael's the number one spot, right? Number one?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that is correct. Rafa's number one.
Raphael's down 5,000 today, but for someone like him who can put up as many large winning days as he does, that's all right. So, Andre, it's Friday. I don't have anything too juicy in the way of trading cards. I've got some people I wanted to talk about. We got 2 live traders, 1 XFA trader. If we have a little time, maybe we'll look at Chung's trade report and talk about that. But if you're cool with it, let's get into Shervin.
Let's go. Let's get into it, Mick.
One of our live traders, 48 days in the live account. He's up $4,300 today. And average daily P&L is not big. So he's not overwhelmingly profitable today. Again,
Okay.
very good day. But I wanted to look at some of his metrics here, and I want to say that, these metrics are some metrics for success. So Shervin, winning trading days, 27%. This is not a metric for success. It's not too great. But the average winning day is $1,315, and the average losing day is only $530. So that's very, very good. His average losing day is almost 1/3 of the average winning day. That is keeping the math on your side, and allowing him to, only have 27% winning days and still be treading water. What I really like here, and I like this especially after 48 days, Andre, because 48 days is a large sample size to be looking at.
Yes, it is.
The risk reward ratio, it's $850 on the winners to 297.
Yeah.
So that's a good risk reward ratio that's helping them out a lot. And, the winning trade percentage is right there with the winning day percentage. It's at 27. So these are not good winning day percentages and not good winning trade percentages. But these metrics that they have going here are metrics for success as far as the risk reward go. So the per trade management and then the per day management. What we need Shervin to do, and what Shervin's certainly trying to do, is actually find some nice winning trades, though, because if he can apply that math and those metrics and increase his winning trades, which would increase the winning days, then we've got something good going here. By no means is he anywhere close to his account balance highs, but like I said, he's treading water, and he's been doing it for 48 days in this live account, which is a feat in and of itself. That's a good long period of time. I've seen him take a payout for $4,800. I really like that. And I also like that he is, for the most part, he's very low risk. His worst day is only 24. Go ahead. You want to talk about the low risk portion of it?
Yeah, just like the 27% winning days, 26% winning trades. At first glance, you're like, no, how is that sustainable? But like you said, the math is on their side, but the 2 trades a day. So we're taking 2 shots in the day, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I've looked at the whole time. You like the whole times too. This is a very interesting test case. Okay, go on, Mick. I'm just thinking out loud. Just look at these numbers. This is I haven't seen one like this in a while.
Hold times are pretty good here. I mean, 25 minutes on average on the winners, 35 on the losers. I do like that, they're 3 hours and 25 minutes on the winners, 34 minutes on the losers. So the hold times are freaking incredible. Very patient. Yeah. I see that they're doing some micros here, but really not a lot. The majority of their trading is in gold in the S&Ps, the mini S&Ps. Today, that $4,200 that they're up, that was a gold trade. So I haven't looked too closely at the gold market today, but happy they were able to take some Cicero clams out of the GC there. Andre, I just I'm probably using the Cicero clams, but it's Friday. I'm feeling a little spicy. Yeah. I'm just using it. JD.
JD's laughing. I see JD laughing. You guys can't see him, but JD's laughing his ass off right now in the background.
I don't think we've got it zoomed out enough on my shot where you could see JD's feet. I wonder if his feet are tapping in the background as he's laughing or something like that, twitching a little bit. Show some leg, JD. Yeah. Yeah, two trades a day on average for the that's in the gold. 2 trades a day. Yeah, 2 trades a day overall. We're doing one lots and 2 lots, which I like. Shervin needs to find some more winning trades. I don't know if it's trade location that's getting him caught off guard, or what it is, or if there's subtle tweaks to be made to the strategy.
The only thing I'm seeing, there are 2 trades a day, 1 to 2 contracts.
Yeah.
I don't know how much screen time. I mean, that requires, you would think, very little screen time. Although on the other end, you could, put on that one trade on the morning, then we'll be watching all day, put that second trade on in the afternoon. We have to look at what they're actually talk to them, maybe start considering taking a few more trades, see if we can up that winning percentage. Because if you're taking 2 trades a day, I'm either going to be 100%, 50%, or 0% on the day, right? There's no.
That's one way of looking at it. I actually, I'm happy you mentioned that because I feel well. I mean, you manage risk for a living yourself too. I mean, sure. I feel a little bit differently about that. If I'm only having 27% winning trades, and I'm only making 2 trades a day, I mean, it leads me to
I don't know.
I would think so. I mean, maybe look for 1, but again, there's not bad stuff happening here, but it's I don't know. I'm going to make an analogy here, a sports analogy. You're never going to get a golf coach to tell you to swing harder. Always swing lighter. And you're probably never going to have a risk manager tell you to trade more unless you're doing like market making or something, trading calendar spreads, and if you're consistently profitable, making 1 tick or scratching a trade, they're going to say, why'd you buy 100? You should have done 200, that kind of thing, or you know what I mean?
Touche. Good point.
A different game, a different business strategy, but I just wanted to give a shout out to him because I'm sure that there's a lot of our viewers out there who are at the 27% winning trades, the 27% winning days. If you're one of those people, just know that you can be profitable if you're looking at your risk reward and you're managing that daily downside risk. These things that I talk about, managing the daily downside risk. I mean, it's not the most exciting thing. It's not the most fun thing, but are you here for excitement and thrills, or are you here to be profitable?
Bingo.
No doubt, Andre. I mean, it's more fun talking about, a Chung who puts up $42,000 in a day than someone who's, making $1,300 on average and only risking $500-$600 on average. But I just mentioned Chung, he gave back 22,000 of the 42,000 or 41,000 in, 1 week. So it's like, what's sustainable over time? And is it more exciting at the end of the year to have some extra bucks in your pocket or a bigger trading account, or to have those cheap thrills and the dopamine hits, on an intraday basis, intra-week basis,
Option 1.
I don't know.
I'll take option
Probably
1.
a different answer for everybody, but the people that are here to, treat it as a business and make money, you'll take door A.
That's right.
All right. Enough of Shervin.
All right, Shervin.
I've got
Get out of here.
Got a shoulder tap here for Benjamin.
All right, Ben. What happened, Benjamin?
So Benjamin.
Look at that picture.
Yeah, Alberta, Canada. I really want to get out there.
Sorry. All right, Benjamin. What'd you do?
Benjamin had his back against the wall. Take a look at that trade report. He had $104 in his live account today. That was his account balance after 4 short days. I'll be honest. We didn't transfer him over with a ton of money in his account, but that's because he was trading really well in live. What's up, Dan? Do you want to get on TV? We got our VP of Biz Dev here.
Hodgman. There he is. What's up, Hodgman?
JD's taking us to Berghoff for lunch because he made $300 his first day trading in his live account, Dan.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to talk about Benjamin because he got a bit of a second lease on life today trading the gold. Had $104 left in his account. Made $630 today. 1 trade, 1 lot, less than 1 minute. So I'm very happy for him. But Andre, if you're taking a look at the trading card, it's the trading over 3 of the last 4 days that kind of put his back against the wall with a $100 balance. Average losing day is $2,000. So he had a $2,000 loser, a $2,600 loser, and then he actually, I'm happy to say this, he hasn't traded since July 1st. So he took some time off. He was like, I got $100 left. He paid more in market data fees than he had in his account. But he took his last bullet that he had, used it today. It worked out for him. And I want to get for this card. So now he's got like $730. It's not a lot. He certainly shouldn't be risking $730 in a single trading day. I want to ask the viewers out here, get a little interactive. If you are in a $730 account, that's what you got left. Your back is, kind of against the wall here. What would our viewers do? And Andre, this question goes to you too. What would you guys do to manage your money over the coming days? Hopefully you can string together some more $600 winning days like he did in the gold today. But I want to know, because I know a lot of people. Oh, chat's going.
Well, chat.
I don't have it up right now.
Micros.
I like that.
Micros. Max loss 125. Yep. I mean, a lot of the responses. I was going to say, Mike.
I like that.
I was going to say micros as well. You got to jab your way out of that thing. You ain't hitting a home run if you. I know what happens. Oftentimes, more often than not, you'll see they'll just go all in, full port, take the position
Yeah,
into a number.
exactly.
Hopefully it hits. Hopefully it hits. If it doesn't, oh well, their back's against the wall. The real traders, the ones that are in this for the, like a business, like you said, for my end, I'm trying to jab. I'm trying to jab. Try $600. Maybe I can make $400 that day. Right now, my account balance is up to $1,000. Now it's on a Friday. Maybe I can roll that into a Monday, and now I got a fresh week to start over with. But I'm seeing a lot of micros here in the chat. What do you suggest, Mick?
Yeah, I like the micros. That's definitely something I would do. The nice thing about micros, and I don't see too much of a reason to trade micros unless you're trading your own personal account with a very small account balance. Other than when you have your back against the wall. Now, we didn't trade the micros today, so I don't know if this is going to happen for Benjamin. But yeah, micros aren't a bad thing. Even if you scoop up $50 a day, even over like 4 days, what that does is, that's $200 extra right there. So you build a little cushion, but more so than that, you're building confidence. I always say it, we're all here to make money from trading, but goal number one is capital preservation. My mind immediately goes to the downside risk. So I start thinking about, deleveraging with the micros. That's great, everybody. But then also, like, I'm curious, with $750, $730, what are you going to risk on a daily basis? Andre, you mentioned, all in, all out, risk it all. I've seen that way too many times before. It doesn't make you a better trader saying, oh, maybe I get lucky, flip a coin. It doesn't help you a year from now. What helps you a year from now is grinding it out, limiting your downside. I like to think of how many swings at the plate. If I have 3 losing days at $200, I've still got that $150 left, which we saw that he could, do something good with $100 left in the account. So think about how many losing days you can buy yourself. Hopefully you don't have 3 $200 losing days in a row. But even if you do, you can still live to trade that following day with a small little bit of money. So that is that's my piece here. But Benjamin, if you're watching, it's not good to start out in a live account that isn't a huge balance and go risk, $2,000, make 600, 700, then risk 2,600. Yeah. Traders, you don't want to be doing this early on in your account unless you have a cushion. Honestly, I don't remember what we moved Benjamin over with from his XFA to live, because it could have been $5,000, which is unlikely. He probably took a payout during that transfer, because we don't really like transferring people over with that small of an account size, dollar value wise. Yeah. So I think he probably took a payout, but everybody needs to think, when you're getting that transfer from XFA to live, what am I leaving myself with in the account? And if I'm only leaving myself with like $5,300, which is what he started with in the account, right, what am I doing losing $2,000 on my first day trading?
Ain't gonna work, man. That's just not gonna work. Hey, Mick, what's a sufficient account size that you like to do? You will transfer over to live. What's a balance that you do like? $5,000 too small, obviously. $10,000, $20,000. Yeah. What's the number that you guys do like?
It's a good question, but I don't think about it that way. I mean, we don't think about it that way. It's about trading activity, not so much the account. Now, we've made decisions to keep people in XFA because they've traded well, but they take a payout or something and then have a little bit of a drawdown, and it's like they got I'm not going to transfer somebody in a 150K account size that has only $3,000 left in their account into a live account with $3,000 that they could then, lose on one single day. So I don't want to do that. We want to make sure people, based on their trading, have enough to, have a fighting chance, even if they start off on a losing streak or in a drawdown. Like I said, start slowly. You don't want to risk too much early on.
All right, Mick, we got a couple more minutes left. Do we have another card, or what do we got? We got your boy.
Let's go to Jourdain. Someone we called up, trading out of France. XFA to live. Let me get his trade report up here. Wow. So Jourdain had some good stuff. Traded 28 days in his XFA before getting called up. Average daily P&L about $660. The 3 main equity indices minus the Russell, Dow, S&P's, NASDAQ. And these are some really good metrics here as far as the trading goes. 79% winning days. Best day of 5,500, greater than the worst day of 3,000. Average winning day. This is something I don't really like too much. Average winning day is $1,600, while the average losing day is $2,700, $2,800. But there were, 79% winning days. So he doesn't have a lot of losing days. And I think it looks like, out of all those days, he only hit the daily loss limit on one occasion. Risk reward here at 1-to-1, that's fine. But he is putting up, a high number of winning trades at 71%. 6 trades a day, trading one contract. I like the one lots, guys. Again, not the most exciting thing. You're not going to have those $42,000 days, but this is good. And if you
yet you won't have those, you won't have them yet.
Let's talk about extrapolating and treating this as a business and scaling what you're doing. If you can be right consistently with one lots, what do you do, Andre?
Yeah, you try to go to 2s, then you go 2 to 4, 4 to 8. You got to work your way up there. Your account balance needs to be appropriate for that type of size. You should be trading 15 lots with $5,000 in your account. You got to work your way up. At the prop firm, when I first came into the game, I was a 5-lot trader. Then we went from 5 to 10s, 10s to 20s, so on and so forth. By the time I was done, I was trading Eurodollars. By the time I was done, I was a default 200-lot trader. That took 18 months. It took 2 years to get there. You work your way up, and you start at 1 lots. Before you know it, you'll be a 15-lot default trader, but you got to get there. Your account balance has to be able to handle it. Anyways, that's my rant for the day, Nick. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the account balance, like you said, is absolutely something to consider there. But like consistent profitability, those 18 months where you went from 5 to 200, you were consistently profitable. Like, you could justify the increase. And I always say that I like that more than the account balance, for justifying increasing your position size. If you're consistently profitable doing it with 1s, 2s, 5s, 10s, you should, if you're implementing the same strategy, as long as you're not trading an illiquid market, you should be able to do the same thing with 50 lots or 100 lots. So we agree there. We do. All right. I think we're up on time. JD's going to take me over to Berghoff.
Did you? You guys got lunch. You got Sisto and Clan. You guys got. What's your order at the Berghoff there, Mick? What's your order? What's your order at the Berghoff?
Oh, probably good for like 3 frozen mug root beers and corned beef with Swiss cheese.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Well, enjoy your lunch, Mick. We got group coaching coming up next. We are seeing some sellers here in gold, NQ and the ES trading around the highs of the day. YM as well. See a sell off here in gold, but we got group coaching coming up next. Hogue is back in there. Then we got the reversal challenge during Power Hour. Mick, thank you very much. Enjoy your lunch. Group coaching up next. Let's go.